my darlings. Happy Friday and welcome to probably the shortest speed build I've ever put out on the channel. But here it is anyway. This is Betty's Ice Cream Parlour. I had another video planned for today, but as you all know, I'm having a bit of tech trouble recently and that resurfaced its ugly face today in my video that I had planned. And I was like, I am not leaving them without a video. So I decided on building a little cheeky ice cream parlour. And here it is in the world of Strangerville. I always forget how much I love the world of Strangerville, just how it looks. I just think it's just such a nice place. And I'm not usually one for desert places, but there's just something about Strangerville. I don't know what it is. It's got like this Thelma Louise kind of hold on me. And that is one of my favourite films. So it just reminds me of something like that. And I just love it. And I wanted to bring something out for you today. And if you remember in yesterday's video, I said I wanted to do like a smaller sort of commercial lot. This isn't the smallest we can go. We're still going to go smaller. But I wanted to bring you this one here today. And there's a little story behind it as well. I reckon this used to be like a 1950s diner. Like a proper 1950s diner. But maybe some young woman called Betty, which I love that name as well. There's something about the name Betty that screams 1950s to me as well. Like, there's just something about it. It reminds me, I don't know why. Is there somebody called Betty in the film Mona Lisa Smile? Which is, again, one of my favourite films. Is there someone called Betty in that? Am I wrong in thinking that? Let me know down below, fans of that film, because I do love that film. But yeah, Betty decided to buy this really rundown, greasy diner that was due to be pulled down and revamp it into something different. And she's made this little 1950s-esque kind of ice cream parlour and just gave it a new lease of life using all of these lovely tones like pinks and greens. But we still go for a very kitschy look on the inside as well. I just thought it really bloody worked. And I had so much fun building this today. I really did. And I was watching La La Land when I was building it as well. So I had something to do. I was panicking early. I was just like, what the hell am I going to do? Let's just do a little cheeky speed build. And I'm sure that everybody will forgive me. I'm going to try and get to the bottom of why my software keeps glitching out when I'm recording. I don't know why it's doing it. I really, really don't. But I'm going to try and delve even further than I did last week and get to the bottom of it this weekend. So hold out for good news on Tuesday, hopefully. But yeah, anyway, you've got a video and that's all that matters, isn't it? So I just watched a couple of films when I was doing this. I watched, as I said, La La Land, but also Philomena with the icon herself, Dame Judi Dench. I love that film. So I'll watch that as well. Don't know why I'm telling you that, but I did. But yeah, lovely. So I really wanted to kind of fence this area in, but I didn't. In the beginning, we go for a car park in the front here, and I was just like, do you know what? I don't really like that. And where we just put the wall on the back of the build, there are car parking spaces there. I was just like, it's kind of, it was a bit weird for scale because the cars just looked like they wouldn't be able to fit in there anyway. I even pushed the build back a bit further as well than what you're seeing here. And even then, it didn't work. So I ended up just using this area instead as a dining space at the front with lots of like parasols and tables and stuff. And it looked marvellous. It really did. Me having all of the troubles in the world with these curved walls. I did use curved walls for this. I just thought it needed it. I thought it looked quite nice. But yeah, I decided on changing it. But I still keep it in anyway. Just so you can kind of see this kind of like evolve and change. But yeah, using all of the landscaping that when you're not really seeing these plants around, but I thought it fit into the world perfectly. So I ended up using quite a few of these. And yeah, I do like the look of it. I really, really do. It's so cute. Gameplay with Dine Out, though, it's still a bit naff. They were just, I was trying to do so many things to make it work. To get like good video tools and stuff, but people were just standing around and like the waiters were doing nothing. It was a mess as far as I'm concerned. I know there is a mod out there that kind of fixes it, but I've yet to try it. But I would like to try it with this lot. I think it would be really good to use with this lot. But yeah, you saw that I just got rid of those cars and we've gone for these tables. I thought these tables fit in perfectly with the lot. I really did. I thought it fit in perfectly with the restaurant. Ended up going for 3 tables. I put in 4, but I just looked at from the front of it and it just looked a little bit too crowded for me. So I ended up going for 3 instead. Yeah, a little bit of trivia for you there. And a little bit of landscaping for you here. I really hope you all have a lovely weekend. What are you getting up to? I'm going to go out on a little day hike tomorrow with Tom and Daisy. So I'm looking forward to that. What else am I getting up to? I'm getting a Chinese tonight. Anybody else getting a little takeaway tonight? Let me know down below. So I am going to be getting a Chinese takeaway tonight. And I'm very much looking forward to it. But yeah, I loved these windows. I love the windows from high school years. I really do. I think they're lovely. I think they do fit on the curved walls really nicely. But there are certain aspects of it that they're still a little bit glitchy here and there, but I think they're lovely windows. A couple of Joshua trees out the back. You can see me putting them into places where, and I put them in little planters as well, and put them into places where they kind of like poke through at the back, and it looked really nice. I liked how it looked towards the end. I really did. It came together really fast, this build. That's what I was really shocked by. It came together. I think I built this in about 2 hours as well, which I was really shocked by, because I spent about 3 hours trying to get my other video to work, and it just was not working. I was so annoyed. I've got to start that video all over again. There is no saving it. It was the Tots TV house. I'm very annoyed, but I will start it again, don't you worry. And we'll try and get it out once my software is fixed. It's OBS. I changed over from Streamlabs to the main OBS to try and fix it, and I'm still having the same problems. So it's definitely an encoder setting or something. Boring talk, I know, but it's settings that I need to play around with to get perfect, and I will definitely get them perfect for next week, I promise. But we're into the interiors anyway, so I really wanted these two big kind of bar stool islands in the kind of center of the whole place. I didn't want to make it feel like a kind of sit down restaurant. I wanted it to look like an ice cream parlor where you can come and just sit and have some ice cream. I've put lots of ice cream on the menus as well for the gallery, so I hope, do the menus come with the lot when you put them on the gallery? I have no idea about that. I'm sure that they do. If they do, lots of ice cream is on the cards, my darlings. So it kind of makes a bit of sense for this. But they also sell burgers and stuff as well. I made sure to kind of like make the menu make a little bit of sense. I sell some popcorn as well for appetizers. Just weird little things that I thought would fit into an ice cream parlor really nicely. Now I will say they do kind of congregate around that host station there, because this is such a small lot. The host station I put right by the door, and they do kind of stand in that area, but there is enough room for them all to stand in the center. But because of how broken it is, they just stand around anyway. Do you know what I mean? Putting in lots of lovely little bits, lots of neon lights everywhere. I just thought it looked really nice, and using those little cupcake pictures and stuff, I thought it was perfect. 2 toilets on this lot. I furnished 2 of the toilets, and we've got a lovely kitchen back here as well that I put in 3 ice cream makers, so it just looks like it could be a proper ice cream parlor. I want ice cream now. I think I've got some in the fridge. I could be... Oh, no, I didn't. I ate it the other night. Oh, I'm fuming about that. Really am. It was a nice one as well. It was Ben & Jerry's one. It's got cinnamon, like pretzels and stuff in it. It was delicious. Really was. Anyway, short little speed build, isn't it, darlings? But toilets, here you go. Yeah, I hope you all have the most marvellous weekends. And I will be back on Tuesday with Let's Build the Worlds. And we're going to be continuing on with Cobble Bottom Row, which I'm very excited for. And I'm excited for you to meet Rose. She is an icon. But that's it. Thank you so much. I'll see you on Tuesday.